I'm Monsignor Landry, National Director of the Pontifical Mission Societies, coming to you from a Manhattan rooftop. Today, Sunday, August 31st, Jesus gives us a parable about two different banquets that teach us essential lessons about how to live our life. First banquet, he says, when you're invited over to somebody's house, don't take the place of honor, just in case there's a dignitary who's come and you're asked to move. Instead, take the lowest place, so that he'll come over to you and say, Ascende superior, Simice. My friend, come higher. He says, because the ones who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. Are we humble enough to recognize how lucky we are just to be invited over? Especially, for example, when we're invited to Mass. Second great image that he gives us is of our own throwing banquets. And he says, don't do what everybody else does, who invites relatives and family members and wealthy and influential people who might be able to reward us somehow. He says, when you throw a banquet, do so by inviting the blind, the poor, the crippled, the lame. How blessed you will be by their inability to do a quid pro quo with you. He wants us to care about those whom the world doesn't basically care about. And not just to say hi to them, but to invite them to a meal, to share their life with them, literally to become companis with them, companions, breaking bread. This is what missionaries try to do throughout the entire world. They go to the world in doing very humble service in order to bring people to the banquet that Christ himself is throwing here on earth, which is the banquet of his word, the banquet of the word made flesh, the Holy Eucharist, and ultimately through that banquet to the eternal wedding banquet in which the Lord Jesus wants to be able to say to each of us, friend, come up higher, come up to my Father's house, in which we, who so often are spiritually poor, blind that we can't walk by faith, crippled and lame that we don't follow in Jesus' footsteps, that Jesus has invited us, purified us, healed us, so that we, in our resurrected body fully healed, may be able with all the saints to praise and glorify God forever. This is the church's mission, to invite everybody to this banquet. May God help us to be humble enough to take up our missionary role and to support the missionaries all across the globe who are filling out that table. God bless you.